Alright, hey guys, welcome in today. I got a new little project for you guys on kind of an older video of mine that I really like. Is the Cat in the Hat, on how to draw the Cat in the Hat. I got a kind of new twist on that because I'm doing my favorite characters from the Cat in the Hat book. But if you haven't, I'm going to put a link down in the description. Go check out my Cat in the Hat on how to draw a cat. It's a step-by-step tutorial. It's an awesome video. I really like it. It's one of my most popular videos. So definitely take a look at that. I'll put that in the description below. But for this one, we are going to do my favorite characters from the Cat in the Hat book, which I have an original book. This is one of my favorite books. It is on, I think it's page 33. I have here, yep. It was thing 1 and thing 2. We are gonna do thing 1, and maybe you guys can do thing 2 on there. So I'm gonna do thing 1, a little step-by-step drawing on how to do that. So I'll set my book aside. For thing 1, there's some characteristics in it that I think you guys will be able to follow along step by step. Again, we'll do a step-by-step tutorial. So I'll be able to kind of draw something, and then you guys will draw it. At any time in the video, you guys will be able to pause it and stop it so you can kind of see what I'm doing. But leave me a note in the comments below on any questions that you have on that. So let's get started. I got all my supplies here that I'm gonna use. I like to use kind of crayons for coloring in, especially a big area. On my last Cat in the Hat, I did a kind of a blue background. I thought that turned out good, so we'll do that. That kind of looks good with the Dr. Seuss characters. And this also fits kind of for our Dr. Seuss theme that's coming up right around the corner. So let's get started into it. Thing 1 and thing 2. Start off in pencil a little bit lighter, just in case you make a mistake, and then you can always kind of color in and outline in Sharpie. I always like to do as well. So for thing 1, the first thing that I want you guys to do is start kind of on the head. And it's kind of like an oval shape. So I'm gonna kind of do almost an oval shape. The top is a little bit wider. So the top is a little bit wider, and then the bottom is a little bit bigger. So I start off lightly on here. So I'm gonna do kind of a oval shape that's a little bit bigger on the bottom. And I'm starting out really light, just in case I make a mistake. Okay, so I got a pretty good shape to that. As I was doing it, it kind of almost is like an egg one way and an egg the other way. So if you had an egg going up and down and a kind of egg going sideways, it also was very similar to our Cat in the Hat kind of picture too. So where it was kind of a little bit bigger on the bottom and then a little bit smaller on the top. So their shapes are kind of similar because they are, you know, Dr. Seuss created both of them. So they're probably pretty similar in that. So that's the first shape that I'm gonna start with. They have a really little neck, kind of a skinny neck, so I'll just do a kind of a line here and then a line on this side. And then for their shoulders come out almost as wide as the kind of cheeks over here. So I'm just gonna do kind of a curvy line on this side and a curvy line on this side over here. And then we'll kind of stop for the body part and we'll go back to the face and kind of the hair also, which is kind of crazy. So for their eyes, we'll do a circle on one side and a circle on the other side. Probably a good enough size, you know, egg shape on there. So a circle there, a circle over there, kind of on that top portion. Make enough room for your circle in the middle, which you can kind of fill in a little bit. I always like to leave like a little white dot kind of in the middle. So another kind of egg shape in the middle there. Leave a little white dot if you would like. We'll give them some eyebrows so they have some expression. Their eyebrows kind of pop on their expression. So kind of go a curvy line on the top, a curvy line on the top. You can already see it kind of looks like their eyes are wide open, like they're gonna have an expression on their face. Their nose just kind of has a little sideways oval, kind of right in between those two, kind of the smaller part of the head and the bigger part, kind of right in between there. Kind of got a sideways nose, which again was very similar to the Cat in the Hat. Had his little sideway nose. So really, the whole overall shape is really similar to Cat in the Hat. And then their mouth, give them a nice big smile, almost from cheek to cheek. So we'll have kind of put a dot on this side and a dot on this side. Try to make them kind of equal to each other. And then that kind of line can go all the way over there. And then we'll put the little cheek lines, cheek line over there. Cheek line over there. And he's starting to look like thing 1 there. They got kind of a little lip part down here. So kind of do a little bit of a curve down there. Starting to look like it. I like it. And then the hair is kind of the crazy part over here. So the hair is gonna kind of be kind of crazy and zigzag kind of all around. So it almost is like a circle kind of shape on it, but then it's zigzag lines. So you kind of want to think that you're kind of going in a circle, but the lines are gonna be zigzags. So they start out kind of small down here, and then it gets bigger as you get to the top up here. So let's start it out down here, nice and small. So kind of go up, down, up, down, up, down. And again, like I said, it kind of gets smaller as you go back over here. So kind of your zigzags, and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they gradually start to get a little bit smaller on their crazy hair kind of on the side here. So it almost looks like a kind of sun popping out behind, but that'll look a little bit more realistic when we come through and add the color. But onto that, so we got the head all done. So as we go onto the body, they kind of got a little collar on their shirt that I noticed. So I'm gonna do a kind of a circle line that kind of goes all the way around from one side all the way around back to the neck onto there. And then it's kind of got another little mini ring on there. So you kind of do a big ring and then a small ring, and that kind of does their collar onto there, and then it kind of goes into their shirt. I'm going to continue that down a little bit further, almost like an L. So I'm going to continue it down and then turn it. I'm going to continue this down and then turn it opposite. So kind of like a regular L and a backwards L, almost like their hands were kind of behind their back. And then I'm going to have a line going here, and then it kind of curves in, a line going over here that kind of curves, and that's their kind of belly area, and that's right in the middle where you will do your circle. Probably a nice big circle, because we got to be able to put thing 1 or thing 2 if you guys are doing thing 2. I will do a big circle. Ooh, that's a pretty good circle, freehand, without even tracing anything. You should be able to do a circle on there. So then, after you get your kind of curvy line, notice how everything's kind of symmetrical on one side, that's the other. And when we talk about symmetry, it's the same thing on one side as it is on the other. So if you put a line or kind of folded your paper in half, one side would be the same as the other side. And that kind of goes right into the foot. So that's going to be another kind of curvy line. So it's almost like kind of a, I guess almost like a backwards 3, but a really skinny one. So it kind of goes curvy and then back out, curvy in, and then back out. And that's where his kind of feet are at the bottom. So there's another curve that kind of goes for his foot out this way and then out the other way. So you kind of see his feet kind of sticking out towards the bottom there. And then that's just a straight line. You can kind of curve it up a little bit if you want. Curves it up a little bit. And then the middle part is kind of, he almost looks like he's got a onesie, like for PJs on. So that'll be kind of the back of the shoes kind of goes straight up and straight up. And then it just kind of arches into the middle. So it kind of curves a little bit up there and a little bit up there. And then we got kind of thing 1 on there. I'm gonna tweak this a little bit because I kind of noticed, but that's why I like starting out in pencil. I'm gonna kind of tweak this because I kind of did an L and I don't want to him to look too much like he's got his arms kind of cut off. So I'm gonna take my eraser. I'm gonna kind of change this part a little bit so it's not directly right across. I'm gonna make it kind of curve a little bit down to the body. So it almost kind of matches up with the body there. Then his kind of hands are behind his back. Got that all in there. Like I said, when you start off in pencil, it makes it a little bit easier for that. So we can outline this all in Sharpie. We can put our thing 1 or thing 2 if you're doing thing 2 on there, and then start to color. So I'm gonna go through that a little bit faster. Alright, so there it is, guys. Got it all finished in here, put it on a nice little frame, colored a little bit in the background, added a couple little details, and it is all done and fantastic. So thank you guys for viewing this one. Like I said, it's one of my favorite ones, favorite story, Cat in the Hat, and characters from there, Thing 1. And like I said, if you guys want to do Thing 2, maybe you guys can add Thing 2 on there. So again, thank you guys for viewing this. I am Mr. Schuette. This is Mr. Schuette's Art Channel, and we will talk to you guys later.